At 47, after losing everything, his business, his marriage, his health, David Chen found a single Stoic principle that rebuilt his entire life in 18 months. He wasn't aiming for a grand comeback, but for one small, consistent victory each day. His journey wasn't about radical change, but about relentless, incremental progress, stacking tiny wins until they became an unstoppable force. What if the massive transformation you crave isn't found in a single breakthrough moment, but in the relentless accumulation of small, almost imperceptible choices you make, starting today? This is the compound effect of microwins, and it's how you reclaim your power. We often dismiss the small things. A 5-minute meditation, reading 10 pages, a single, honest conversation. We yearn for the dramatic, the monumental shift, yet life's true architects understand the power of the inconspicuous. Like a river carving a canyon, not through explosive force, but through relentless, patient erosion, your character is sculpted by these daily, almost invisible choices. This isn't about grand gestures. It's about the silent, unwavering commitment to progress, one minuscule step at a time. This is where real change begins, in the unglamorous, consistent effort. The Stoics understood this profoundly. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, reminds us, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Your micro-wins are precisely what you control. You cannot dictate the market or the actions of others, but you can choose to make your bed, to drink a glass of water, to write one sentence. These tiny acts are not merely tasks. They are affirmations of your agency, declarations of sovereignty over your own discipline and inner world. Every micro-win is a victory in the only battle that truly matters, the one within. Consider the morning routine. John, a software engineer, used to hit snooze 5 times, beginning his day in a scramble. He committed to one micro-win, standing up immediately after the first alarm, no matter what. After 3 weeks, he started adding a 2-minute stretch. Within 6 months, he was consistently waking 30 minutes earlier, completing a focused task before work, and reporting a 20% increase in morning clarity. This wasn't a Herculean effort. It was a disciplined cascade of small, intentional choices, compounding daily into profound systemic change. Financial freedom isn't built on lottery wins, but on consistent, small decisions. Sarah, burdened by student debt, started with one micro-win, reviewing her bank statements for 15 minutes every Sunday. This simple act of awareness led to cutting a single unnecessary subscription, then finding a cheaper phone plan. Over 2 years, these micro-cuts compounded into an extra $3,500 annually towards her debt. She lowered her interest payments by over $500 in the first year alone. Your financial destiny is not a single event, but the sum of every dollar you mindfully manage. Your physical health, your energy levels, your longevity, they are all products of micro-wins. Dr. Anya Sharma's research on behavioral change found that individuals who added just 10 minutes of walking daily reduced their risk of cardiovascular disease by 15% over 5 years, significantly more than those who attempted sporadic, intense workouts. It's not the gym marathon, it's the daily stroll around the block. It's the decision to swap one sugary drink for water. These choices, seemingly trivial, become the bedrock of a robust and resilient body. Your wellness isn't a destination, it's a journey of daily, intentional movement. Seneca, the master of practical Stoicism, advised, "Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end." This means true progress isn't about waiting for a blank slate, it's about building on the smallest, most immediate opportunities. Each micro-win isn't just a point gained, it's the end of inaction and the beginning of momentum. It's about leveraging the present moment to forge a better future, brick by tiny brick. Don't underestimate the profound cumulative effect of daily self-improvement. Your future self will thank you for the small choices you make today. We are conditioned to chase the big break, the sudden promotion, the viral success, the overnight transformation. But this mindset is a trap, leading to disappointment and paralysis. The reality, as any truly successful person will attest, is that big breaks are merely the public culmination of countless unseen, unglamorous micro-wins. They are the 10,000 hours of practice, the rejected ideas, the early mornings, the late nights. Don't wait for a miracle, Create your own with disciplined consistency. Your overnight success is forged in the silent crucible of daily effort. The biggest obstacle to your progress isn't lack of ability, but the initial resistance to small actions. It's the voice that whispers, "This is too small, it won't make a difference." But that's precisely its deceptive power. A micro-win doesn't demand monumental effort, it demands consistency. It's designed to bypass that mental block. Start absurdly small. Can you commit to one push-up, 1 minute of focused breathing? That initial push is your most crucial micro-win because it dismantles inertia. Overcoming that tiny resistance unlocks the floodgates of further progress. The invisible power of consistency mirrors compound interest. Imagine investing just $100 every month. After 10 years, that's $12,000 in contributions. But with an average 7% return, your account could be worth over $17,000, a 40% gain from interest alone. Now apply that principle to your life. Each 5-minute journaling session, each decision to respond with patience instead of anger, each moment of focused learning, these are not isolated acts. They are deposits into the compound interest account of your character and capabilities. What are you investing in daily? Learning a new skill feels daunting, but imagine wanting to learn a new language. Instead of hours of grueling study, commit to just 5 new words a day. This micro-win, applied consistently, means 35 words a week, 140 words a month, and over 1,600 words in a year, enough for basic conversational fluency. A study at Stanford found that consistent, short bursts of learning led to 25% better retention rates than infrequent, longer sessions. The key isn't brilliance, it's bite-sized, relentless repetition. You don't need a genius brain, just a disciplined approach. Even relationships thrive on micro-wins. A thoughtful text message to a friend you haven't spoken to in a while, a genuine compliment to your partner, a 5-minute, distraction-free conversation with your child. These are small investments, yet they yield exponential returns in connection and trust. Dr. John Gottman's research on marital stability highlighted that successful couples maintained a positive to negative interaction ratio of 5:1. It's not about grand romantic gestures, it's about the consistent accumulation of small, positive affirmations. Your relationships are built daily, one thoughtful interaction at a time. Resilience isn't an innate trait, it's a muscle built through countless micro-wins against adversity. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Every time you face a small setback and choose to take one tiny, constructive step forward, even if it's just reviewing what went wrong or reaching out for advice, you strengthen your capacity to endure larger storms. Each decision to persist, however small, carves deeper grooves of fortitude into your character. This is how you become unbreakable, not by avoiding struggle, but by mastering small responses to it. Data proves the profound long-term impact of small decisions. A longitudinal study spanning 20 years found that individuals who consistently chose healthy snack options over sugary ones gained an average of 15 fewer pounds over the 2 decades and had 30% lower rates of type 2 diabetes. This isn't about diet fads, it's about the cumulative effect of hundreds of micro-choices. Your future health, wealth, and wisdom are not determined by drastic overhauls, but by the relentless, almost boring consistency of your small, intentional daily habits. The seemingly insignificant choices dictate your destiny. Conversely, inaction and microlosses also compound. Skipping one workout won't ruin you, but skipping 10 becomes a habit of lethargy. Procrastinating on one small task often leads to a mountain of undone work. These aren't just missed opportunities, they are negative deposits, eroding your discipline and confidence. Dr. Carol Dweck's research on fixed versus growth mindset demonstrates how even small failures, if met with inaction, reinforce a belief in limited potential. Be vigilant. Every choice, even the one not made, is casting a vote for your future self. The first step, however small, is the most impactful micro-win. It breaks inertia. It changes your state from passive to active. A survey of entrepreneurs found that the most common regret wasn't failure, but the paralysis of never starting. They wish they had just begun with a minimum viable product, a single customer, a basic website. Don't wait for perfection. Don't wait for certainty. The courage to initiate, even with a tiny, imperfect step, is the catalyst for all subsequent progress. That first micro-win holds disproportionate power. Now it's your turn. What are your micro-wins? What small, repeatable actions, aligned with your deepest values, can you commit to today? Don't overthink it. Don't aim for 5. Start with 1. Is it 5 minutes of planning, sending one appreciation email, drinking an extra glass of water? Identify that single, almost ridiculously easy win that you can achieve, even on your worst day. Self-reflection, followed by immediate, tiny action, is the foundation of genuine self-mastery. Your journey of transformation begins with this precise, conscious choice. Epictetus taught us, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Your micro-wins are what you have to do to become what you would be. They are the bridge between intention and reality. The courage isn't in tackling the monumental, it's in embracing the consistent, almost mundane effort that builds momentum. You don't need external validation for these small victories. They are for you, a quiet testament to your unwavering commitment to your own growth. Own them. Celebrate them, let them fuel your onward march. Building momentum is like pushing a heavy flywheel. The first push is hard, almost imperceptible, but each subsequent push, each micro-win, makes the next one easier, until the wheel spins effortlessly, generating immense power. One small act of kindness leads to another. One day of focused work creates the mental space for the next. This self-reinforcing loop is the magic of compounding. Don't underestimate the snowball effect. A 1% improvement every day leads to nearly 38 times better outcomes in a year. The numbers don't lie. Consistency is the true accelerator. So what will it be? Will you continue to wait for grand inspiration, or will you choose the quiet, unyielding power of the micro-win? The greatest transformations rarely happen in a single, dramatic instant. They are forged in the crucible of daily discipline. Your life is not defined by extraordinary events, but by the relentless accumulation of ordinary choices. Make one choice right now, choose one micro-win and execute it. Your future self is waiting. Start the cascade. Unleash your compound potential. The moment to begin is now.